It is your week to bring something that you've started recently. So, Reuben, what have you started?
I have started listening to audiobooks.
Valete como audiobook. Valete como audiobook.
I know.
Is this?
I know. Welcome to 2005. I get it.
What are you doing?
What am I
Is
doing?
it because Amazon can now allows you to purchase audiobooks straight from the Kindle app because of this Apple tax gone? You can, and the rulings gone that you can just do it straight from the app, and it's like, wow, this is actually great. Why shouldn't I have been able to buy anything straight from within here before?
Not quite, but it is to do with Audible, and it's to do with the fact that I had that subscription for all those months that I forgot that I had and forgot that I was paying for and then cancelled. But I had all these credits. So before I cancelled, I had to spend all these credits so that I had some audiobooks to listen to. And so I just went on an absolute audiobook spree.
Okay, all right. I'm intrigued.
Intrigued? Good, yes. Now, look, this in some ways makes total sense for me as a person who used to love reading but feels like they're out of time and listens to podcasts pretty much non-stop and barely listens to music, as my Spotify Wrapped can attest to. You might say, Reuben, why didn't you get onto this earlier? And to that I would say, I never liked them. I tried and I didn't like them. I didn't like that if I zoned out, I would miss a bit and couldn't easily go back and reread a paragraph, or if I really felt compelled or moved by something, I couldn't just sit in and enjoy it. The pace was set by someone else, the voices and all those decisions were made by other people. It was uncomfortable, and I know that everyone loves the freaking Harry Potter audiobooks, and I have read those Harry Potter books so many times in my childhood, but never could do audiobooks. So, when I went on my big spending spree, I was like, well, how can I not get stuck in that again? Let me just try a bunch of different styles. And so I've been trying short stories. I've been trying non-fiction. I've been trying essays. It's crazy.
So, have you figured out the advantage yet of the fact that you can read a lot very quickly if you just turn on the speed really high?
Yeah. Look,
And zone out a little as well?
Well, aren't you an insane person who listens at 2 times speed?
2.5, thank you very much.
Oh my God, I knew it was a crazy number, but I didn't remember what it was. No, I have settled on 1.15.
Oh, we're going wild. Someone call the highway patrol. We've got a speed demon on our hands.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, so look, I don't know if that will change over time. It is a little bit like the way we delete the silences on this podcast, and when you're listening, it grabs you more because the next bit of
We don't delete the silences.
What do?
We shorten the silences.
Yeah, we shorten the silences.
If there's an elongated silence for something, I don't know, mate, it happens. I have to sneeze sometimes.
That was a really great joke that the listeners will never now get to hear. Jet said it happens, and then neither of us said anything for 6 minutes. It was crazy.
But it just shortens them down. Makes it an easier listening experience.
Yeah.
It's called editing. Get with it. Yeah. We're in the 21st century.
Yeah, so look, I don't want to go too fast because it starts to blur the words together. I'm also listening to a book at the moment where there's a lot of different accents and voice actors. I guess they are voice actors. That's what their job is. And so some of them speak faster than others. So if I turn it up to 1.2 or 3, I start to lose entire words because they're speaking and then someone else is speaking and someone's speaking who says a word really fast. And then it's what was that? Sorry? You know? Anyway, I'll see how it changes over time. But I listen to podcasts at normal speed. I don't know what you do.
I do podcasts at normal speed.
Yes, so that's fascinating to me. Why is that? Is that because it's multiple people?
No, it's an enjoyable thing that I like doing and don't feel obligated to engage with.
What speed do you read at with eyes on a book reading? Are you also trying to speed through, or are you enjoying?
No, I'm really slow unless I decide to go really fast.
Yeah.
But if I go really fast, then I'm not reading.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. I'm yes, line done. Yes, line done. Yeah. Yes, line done.
Okay, just checking. I'm glad that's a universal experience.
Unless it is a book that I'm genuinely really interested in, which so far has, for the most part, when I've locked into reading a book, it's been limited to the Hunger Games books. Then I do read those really quickly, and I don't know why. Enough about future books that you might audiobook in the future.
Right,
not even saying you might audiobook.
No, I very much doubt I'll read Sunrise on the Reaping.
wait until the film. What have you been audiobooking?
I can tell you what I have been audiobooking. I have currently, well, Everything is Tuberculosis, which I talked about last week. Audiobook.
That was an audiobook?
Yeah. Read by the author. So always a fan of that, because one of my concerns about audiobooks is like it's like a secret third person that's not you or the author is making decisions about like pacing and intonation. Well, guess what? Nah, the author's doing it. So that was a great place to return to audiobooks from. A catalogue for the End of Humanity by Tim Hickson. I promise they're not all YouTubers, but these first two are. Enjoying my nonfiction, I returned to read Blood, Sweat and Chrome, The Making of Mad Max Fury Road. Fucking sick. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. You go straight from a chapter about how they did like 3 weeks of weird cult workshops with the War Boys and then hear about like how they made 3 war rigs that all, I don't know, really killed people or whatever. No, actually, no deaths on that movie. Incredible. You know who is a huge part of this book?
Who?
Nico Lathouris, who plays Mustafa. In Death in Brunswick.
Death in Brunswick,
yes,
the 1990
because
film.
You know why
Sam
we
Neill.
never seen him very much at all again? It's because he went on to do more acting, was nominated for 2 Australian Screen Awards for acting, got like totally disillusioned with it because he was like, it's all just pretending, and so like developed his own dramaturgical approach that's all about finding the truth of the characters. Got rid of his social media and went behind the scenes. And so he was working for so long on Fury Road, because you know how it's delayed so many times. They wanted to film in 2001, 2003, 2010, 2012. The whole time, Mustafa was working on Fury Road. He wrote an entire like book-length background. He half wrote the Furiosa script. Insane.
Cool. Do you reckon he has like an acting class we could go to?
Oh, I would love to. He worked on the original Heartbreak High.
Whoa.
Yep. Crazy. Anyway, so that's been a fun one. I have purchased but not yet started Azadi, a collection of essays by Arundhati Roy, who's awesome. I've got We by Yevgeny Zamyatin, which is like, people are saying like 1984 but written by an actual Russian.
Pigkov.
I've got a bit more sci-fi there.
He's back.
Pigkov's
Doing
back.
more book stuff.
He's doing more book stuff.
He's gotten out of the book and is now writing his own books that are social commentary.
I've got some more sci-fi, speculative science fiction that I haven't started yet. Foundation by Isaac Asimov and Native Tongue, which is apparently an awesome early feminist sci-fi. And then I've also got some Brandon Sanderson books, of which I read one when I went to Fling, I think actually the year before last, because I had a huge drive and I was like, I'm just going to put on a book. I started these ones because I've never read any of his writing and I didn't want to have that clash between the audio book and the writing. I was like, let me just start afresh with something that I'm not attached to and maybe I'll love it. And if it doesn't work for me at all, I can just never engage with these books again. And I enjoyed it. But I have this question in my head that I will never be able to answer, which is, would I like these more if I was reading them? Because I enjoy them, but I get a little like confused or I lose the momentum of it a bit. And I'm like, is the audiobook helping with that? Or is the audiobook making that worse? Or is it having no effect? And I can never know because I'm not reading them.
Why does this matter so much to you?
Because what if I would love the books? I've always loved reading. What if it's great? And what if I'm missing information? What if I'm not connecting with these characters as much as I could otherwise? It's just the like... Is there a word for that logical fallacy? Like a fear of, like a FOMO kind of vibe?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but also they're just two different things. They're two different ways of, like, not to get back to people who are blind, but like to get back to people who are blind, they read often with Braille or through like, audiobooks. But like if you're reading through Braille, you're like, damn, I really wish I was reading the letters with my eyes instead of my hands, you know? Like it's a different experience, but you're still getting the information conveyed to you.
But that's not a meaningful comparison because one of those is not possible. The comparison that I would draw an analogy to is Braille versus audio because those would be different experiences.
Okay. But I
know?
just feel like when it comes down to like they're just different
Yeah, but I don't know. It's also
experiences.
then
And it's like,
the context that I will do them in is completely different. Like audiobooks I will do while driving or walking, obviously, where there's a different set of things going on in my head. Whereas a book is like, I'm setting aside time, it's tactile, I have a connection with this object rather than just 8. How many have I got? 9, 8, 2, 4, 6, 10 to 1 million books being accessed in the very same spot. I don't know. But obviously then you've got all the advantages of an ebook, which is like, doesn't take up space, can be cheaper, all that stuff.
yeah, I guess just because they are two sensorially different experiences, they're more separate to me. But if you were looking at like ebook versus book, then it's the same action. You're still intaking the information the same way. It's more about the format in which it's been, or the experience of that. I don't know, man.
I
Maybe they.
hate ebooks though. I mean, I respect them and I love that they exist,
Yeah.
but I cannot do that. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all personal preference, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's just like you like what you like, but to think that you're missing out on something, especially something so explicitly for the most part the same.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's not like here is a video game and then a movie adaptation. You're
Sure.
like,
Well, that's
damn.
completely different.
Or like, yeah.
Yeah. Like it is the same words and full stops and sentences and chapters and like yes.
Weirdly enough, I might even relate it to binge watching a season of a TV show versus watching an episode week by week.
Sure.
It's like, oh, but I like having the dedicated time to do that. Or I really like just having a whole day where I just sit and do nothing. And this is all I do. And then I get the whole story at once.
Yes.
Then I'm not missing out on like things that I will have forgotten about between weeks, you know?
Yeah. That's a good analogy actually.
But it's like, it's still the same thing. You're still experiencing
Sure.
this. Also, what if you're in a bad mood while watching it?
Exactly. Yes.
Like, I think there are so many other factors that focusing on one factor actually blows it up out of proportion and makes it a bigger deal than it is. Is my analytical thank you for coming to my therapy session.
I actually quite like your analysis. I guess I don't have that much else to say except that Blood, Sweat and Chrome is fully sick and I'm going to become so insufferable when I finish that book.
I feel like I'm going to come home to Australia and see that you have that book and also the screenplay and also the Blu-ray copy of Mad Max.
Mad Max
Fury
Beyond
Road.
Thunderdome DVD copy.
Oh,
for
no.
example.
Oh, yeah.
It's begun.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, I also would recommend this is a great way to do non-fiction.
Yep.
Yeah, a great way to do non-fiction.
It's like a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And that stuff can feel, I don't know, I've struggled to get through non-fiction books in the past sometimes because it's dry. So absolutely, if you haven't tried that before, particularly if you want to or enjoy reading about real stuff, consider audiobooks. The only bit of concern I would say is be careful of short stories, because I have sometimes started a short story and then finished it on a different day, and that is very disruptive, because I feel like a short story is not even more than like a chapter in a book, is designed to be listened to as one thing. So I would say check how long your short stories are and then set aside enough time to listen to that in one go. That's the one where it has been a significant difference, where I'm like, oh, I didn't, like I forgot, or I wasn't lulled into the rhythm of it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I think, okay, how would you recommend getting an Amazon Kindle or whatever the fuck?
Don't give him your money. I just
subscription?
did it because I accidentally did. Just get him from your library, man.
Just get them from your library, or it's kind of easy to just, like, I mean, you can listen to audiobooks through YouTube. That's one of the biggest public places that you can experience audiobooks.
Anyway, I've droned on for long enough about audiobooks. I basically covered this 3 times because I did budgeting and then I did everything is tuberculosis, and now I'm talking about audiobooks. So I think it's definitely time to talk about the thing that's going to be much more fun. But before
Which is
our
okay.
community.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I thought the
I know what's
community
happening.
finished it were going to be exciting too.
Maybe they are. Maybe they've
well, I
gone
have
to
them
a
in front
light
of me and they
room.
are. Also, listeners, if you did like an audiobook, find that section like too long, too heavy with the information or whatever, or you want to like experience it quicker, just change the speed on the podcast app. You can change it to 2.5. Yes.